Hey everybody, how are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a good one and enjoying. For some people, it's probably already the weekend. For me, it's about give me like a few hours and then it's my weekend, but it's gonna be a good time. I hope everyone's having a good day. Friday afternoon for me. So for those who are here, for those who are raring and ready to go, whether you're just starting your weekend or you're looking for a little bit of a pick-me-up before we get into it, this is what we're here for. How are you all doing? And hey, Brienne, Allie, M, Mickle, Judy, K, Agnes, welcome everybody. We're gonna have a good time. We're going to be looking also at our most favorite and our lovely OJ Simpson. Y'all, I was like, what am I going to do? Some people have been wanting me to go, oh no. Allie, do not feel bad about missing the last live. Do not feel bad about it. It's been a while, I think, since I've been live. I don't even know. When was the last time I was live? Honestly, I don't even remember. So if I can't remember, I'm not expecting y'all to remember everything. But what we're planning on doing today is, we did it last week. We were going through the most lovely of lovely case of John O'Keefe and his passing. So, but don't worry. If you missed last live, we have this week's live. And then I'm going to go live tomorrow again. So, Just keep an eye out on things, okay? So, hey, California, welcome, welcome. Thank you. I've been working on my audio. It's been a lot of issues. This Mercury retrograde has been kicking me in the ass, okay? It's been kicking me in the ass. So, I appreciate everyone who's been patient with me. So, what we're going to be going through today, I hope everyone's been doing well. But we're going to be going through the case of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman and their tragic passing. Yeah, Allie. Yep, that was a very weird case. And today we're going to be going through another one. We will see how good this one is today. So I got my questions. I had to go through the case a little bit and be like, okay, what do we want to read on? So these are the questions that I have here for today. I want to look into the energies of Nicole and Ron, particularly just were their energies that night. I want to take a look at what was the real motive of their passings. Like, why did someone want to take them off this earthly plane? Then next, I want to take a look into who's done this gosh darn thing. Oh, yeah. And then I want to take a look into the myth, the man, the legend, Mr. OJ Simpson. So that's what we're going to be. We got to look into his energy, considering he was the prime suspect. He was tried. He wasn't convicted. I want to take a look into this Bronco chase. What the heck? Everyone knows him for the Bronco chase. Why did he choose to go on this Bronco escapade? And then we can also look into the glove thing. And then I want to take a look around, specifically the energy around the trial as well. Because when I'm looking at this, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, I was not born when this trial was going on. So if I don't have all the facts, I don't got anything going on, please be patient with me. I wasn't born when this trial was going on. And then just looking at why was he found not guilty? And then I also want to take a look into, and look at this. Why was he found not guilty? Was it just the glove thing? Was there more to it? What was the general vibe of the jury members and the things? So this is the big stuff that I really want to take a look at. There's also a couple theories that I know, Denise, I know I'm here to make people feel old again. But this is kind of happens. This happens every once in a while. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Y'all aren't old. Trust me. I know y'all aren't. Y'all are young at heart. That's what we got. Goodness gracious, y'all. Again, we'll be on okay. So, again. See, Allie and I get it. We were born, so, y'all, most of my stuff comes from documentaries that come from Investigation Discovery Network. Oh my gosh. Yes, the bark. Y'all so much. We're having a good time. So, oh my goodness. Hi, Star Round. Welcome. So, again, we're going to take a look into this case. I got all the questions. We got everything going. So, are y'all ready for this? Because I'm ready. Are y'all ready? Everyone have their tinfoil hats? Yes. See, we got Barney slots versus we're making people feel old versus some of us who weren't even born yet. So, it's okay. We'll be A-okay, A-all-right, and the such. So, I'm just going to do one more quick thing before I get right into it, just so I get everything going on. Because remember, he's also gone now, which is wild to think about. So, all right. Oh gosh, please. So, and hi, Brienne. I'm glad you're excited because I'm excited for this whole thing. So, are y'all ready? Everyone's got their tinfoil hats. Everyone's got their drinky drinks. Whatever beverage of choice you got. For all you heathen Dr. Pepper fans, enjoy. For all of us regular folk, we're about to have fun. So, No, I'm kidding. We're all gonna have fun no matter what. But okay, so before we get into it though, I'm gonna start shuffling up. But y'all know how this operates. Remember, everything I'm saying is what alleged and for entertainment purposes only. I don't know jack shit. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So without further ado, let's kind of get into the Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman and their untimely passings, very brutal passings, and take a look into kind of what was their energy that night, what was going on, and kind of just header on in from there. So where we're going to start with Nicole's energy and and just see what was her general energy that night, general energy around that time, and the such that was kind of going on. So let's just dive right in. We'll start with Nicole. We'll go to Ron and see what we can see. So let's just see with Nicole. It was Nicole's energy. The lovers. She was connecting up with other people. She was having fun connecting up with other people, just having fun, doing what she needed to do. Why is this? Because she was divorced. Also, what party? Okay. Was there a party going on that night? Were they like meeting up to do certain things? Because seeing here are the lovers is like, yeah, I'm meeting up with other people. Why is this? Because of the justice card reversed. 1, this could be divorce. 2, this could just be I'm separating from other people. 3, it could just be we got some shady. We got maybe some shady things going on. Okay, whoever, whatever. Maybe it's just illicit substances. Maybe it's just getting away with something. I don't know what that's all entailing. But with the justice card here, it looks like legal documents, things of the such were being signed. Or the such. I feel like Ron Goldman was just a friend, but he was a lawyer friend, right? So was he doing any paperwork or something for her at that time? Because goodness, because from a material influence, we have the Hermit upright. So it's like people were trying to come after her money. People were trying to get money from her, information, or the such. Sorry, just going to get some water. My throat's being a little weird. Still weird. But with the Hermit, from a material influence here, it's like I'm trying to hide myself away. I'm trying to keep myself hidden away from people wanting my money, wanting to get at money, wanting to get at the resources of which I have. Also, again, I don't know how high up in society. I don't know what she really did before OJ. I didn't look this up. I saw it a few times and now I'm just like, woo, brain out the window. Was she a model of some sort? Because when I'm looking at this Hermit card here, it does seem like I'm moving something, or I did move something. Like the energy of that night is like I need to move something that I need to do so in not so legal ways. And I'm doing this with another person because of XYZ things. Because the hopes and fears is like again, like maybe this was the divorce. I don't know if they were. I know they divorced. I know when she separated from when this whole happened, like she was separated from OJ. But it's like I don't know, was she finalizing papers? Was she finalizing like documentation of something that night with Ron and OJ and everything of the such? She's like, I'm doing like a separation. I'm trying to get away. I'm trying to finalize things with paperwork and moving away from certain people, places, things, and getting money. The unseen obstacle for her was the world, which is starting anew. It's like someone didn't want her to start anew. This is just the general energy of that night. It's like I'm trying to start something new and go somewhere different and start a brand new life. The negative influence here, though, is that this was like being delayed. What paperwork was being delayed or things of the such? It's like things were being put on the back burner or things weren't being signed or things were taking longer. It's like we're delaying the inevitable. We're delaying the inevitable. We're delaying how things are going. Like, why are things taking longer? It's like we're delaying a massive change, an upsert of like people, places, things, and the such kind of going on around. Because the negative or the positive influence is that this, whatever was going on that night, was never really discussed in court. discussed in court, discussed in documents, discussed amongst. Like, whatever this was, whatever she was trying to separate from, or, yeah, it feels like we're separating from something or somebody. This was never really brought up. This was something that we just didn't need to get brought up, it felt like, because it didn't particularly pertain to what was going on. And I don't think it was a cause to why she was uh like taken off this earthly plane, but that was the general energy of that night. She was ending something, trying to start something new. She'd been delaying this for a while. Because here in the past, the strength card, it's like, yeah, she didn't have enough strength in the past to end this or start it anew, and now she's like trying to commit to this now here. But here in the future, it's like she was just trying to find balance, honestly, finding balance between her and other people and the such. Like, that's what she was striving for. It's like, I want to strike a balance. I want to strike something going in between. Was there like a custody agreement or something of the such that was being like delegated that night, or trying to draw some papers up for this? I mean, because with this card, you could also see it as like, oh, there's a union of people. So something doing with the union of people. Like, what was she signing that night? That was like, this was supposed to bring balance to her life in the future. And that's what she was striving for. That's the general energy of that night. So, like, that's what I'm kind of seeing when it comes to like, what was her energy of that night? It was trying to sign paperwork, get something going to maintain balance for the future of her, of wherever she was going. It feels like a separation. Like, her hope is like, want to finish the separation of some sort of documents or the such. Again, I don't remember all the details of why Ron was actually over there, but like, it was there to finalize certain details of certain, it feels like a separation agreement. Maybe this was the annulment, maybe this was a prenup, a postnup, something like that, or alimony. I'm not sure, but that's what this was like. That's what this paperwork was supposed. That's why that was her energy of that night. So, okay, so what was Ron Goldman's energy, general energy of that night? What was he kind of going on? Why was he there? What was going on? And the such. Like, what was his big goals and things of the nature for that night? Because, again, I don't know if a lot of that was talked about of why he was really over there that night. I feel like it was a no, because there was a narrative that was strung along that was like, hey, yeah, no, this is the narrative we want to put out there. When in reality, I don't think that was the right one. There's something else here. But what's going on with Ron's energy, the general energy around that night, and things of the nature? I'm going to focus. Why is this? What sort of deal was he like being a part of that night? So we'll go into the dynamic between Nicole and Ron, because there's been a lot of speculation over the years of if they were a thing, they weren't a thing, they were a thing, they weren't a thing. We'll take a look into it. But seeing for him here, it's the Hanged Man. It's like you're trying something over and over and over again, and you keep failing. But also with the Hanged Man reverse, is like, I'm not seeing things in a new perspective. I am not enlightened. I am not seeing the truth behind a situation. Why? Because I'm blinded by money. I'm blinded by what this deal is. I'm blinded by the future of what I can do or what I can't do. Because from a material influence, like, there's an agreement here. With this agreement for material influence, snake oil salesman, what was he selling? Or what services was he trying to put over or get put together? Like, that was the energy of his night. It's like, I'm being let go of something. Why is it? Because of money. Or I'm not looking at something because I'm so blinded by resources potentially coming in, or my good luck or good fortune. It's like, I'm being blinded by the opportunities being given to me because I feel like a once in a lifetime opportunity. From a material influence here, he was being lied to, or he was doing some snake oily type of energy when it came to making money or getting resources of some sort. This is also like, he's not able to manifest like his dream desire of something, which I can't really place, because the unseen obstacle again, or the hopes and fears here, is the Hierophant reversed. He wasn't ready to commit to something. or someone wasn't ready to commit to something. We're going to take a look into their actual dynamic because this is kind of odd. Because again, it's like his hopes and fears, like, you aren't ready to commit. I'm not ready to commit. This is like a separation between people, places, and or things. The negative influence is he ended up going bye-bye to the other side. Or something had to end. Did he have like an inkling of like just a bad feeling or something? I don't know if there's anything like of documentation at that point in time, but like what I see is like he had a bad feeling that night but ignored the bad feeling because everything else felt right, but he ignored like a gut reaction to like, maybe I shouldn't do this just because I wanted to. Because the negative influence for him is the Empress reversed, which is somewhat, was he like rejected or rebuffed in some way because like someone didn't want him? And it's just like, it's like he was, I almost want to say tunnel visioned in some way, and then like reality kind of got snapped back into him, and then it's like, oh, okay. And then he kind of just kept on moving on. Because the positive influence here is the Hermit for him that night. Just looking at his general energy, it's like he had to go into reflective mode that night when it came to her or this relationship or this stuff going on. Because here in the past, the High Priestess, he was being... Okay, so what I'm seeing on an energetic level, and this is kind of wild to me, is that for Ron Goldman that night, like on an energetic level, it's like everything in his brain was telling him, don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go. Or I should say the gut reaction is telling him, don't go. However, brain took over being like, well, nothing's going wrong. I feel really happy. Everything seems to be going right. I'm reading signs that I think are positive messaging XYZ way. And what could go wrong? And it's like, it felt like there's a bad signal coming, not a bad signal, but it's like you got a bad gut feeling, but you ignored that bad gut feeling. And he went anyway. Because like he's misinterpreting signs or keys or nudges from spirit to not be there. Because here in the future, yeah, it just turned into a whole mess, a rigmarole. This is weird. Why are you showing up? Because the general energy of that night for him, like him looking to the future, like this is odd. So like in Nicole's energy, she was looking towards the future beyond that. Like she was looking far beyond in the future. For Ron, though, it's like all of his thoughts stopped and ended that night, which is really interesting and odd. Because with the Devil upright, it's like, I don't know if he wanted a relationship with Nicole at one point. I do hear yes. I don't think it turned out the way that he would have wanted. But with the Devil card in the future, I mean, it's just bad juju. Bad things happened. Maybe ill intentions, maybe there was substance issues, but it's like this is like he was kind of a little obsessed with her, not in the healthiest way. I would say is kind of what I'm seeing there. It's like he wanted to potentially be with Nicole. It might not have been the healthiest relationship, but again, no, there's no perfect person out there. Okay, so next, I want to take a look at this dynamic between Ron and Nicole. I do want to take a look into that, what that dynamic is, what was it, and just see what was this relationship dynamic between the two like. Because I do feel like that's kind of important. Yeah, it's really important to this. So let's take a look here. We're going to put Ron on the left, Nicole on the right, energy in between. So we have Ron. He wanted to move fast on something. We have Nicole. She was not moving. Energy in between the two of them. So when I'm looking here, to me, Ron wanted to move pretty fast. I think he was pretty intensely attracted to Nicole, in my opinion here. Eight of Wands is like, I want to move fast. I want to make my move. He was always a go, go, go type of person, it felt like, too, when it came to her. Nicole's over here like, though, I need to rest. I need to relax. I need to figure out my next moves, next things, what's kind of going on. Between the two of them with the Three of Cups, it does feel like it was just a friendship. Do I believe it was a one side? Do I believe someone wanted more in this relationship? Yes, at one point. Doesn't mean it was that moment. But it's like, with the Three of Cups between the two of them as well, it does seem like they might have not always seen eye to eye. They were good friends, but they were also people who partied a lot together. They had fun. They drank, they had fun, they did substances, they did XYZ. Like, they were just a party hard friends, kind of. And then, like, again, with Ron, what other information can we get here? Queen of Cups. Reversed as well. Did Ron have, like, a substance problem, or did he like to drink a lot? Because that's kind of the energy I'm getting here. Like, why did Nicole was kind of like, we're just friends. And I think a lot of it is because of things that he would do that reminded her of her previous partner. Because from material influence here, the Page of Pentacles upright, it's like it was a good relationship on paper. It's like we were good friends. We were good business decisions. We were good together. Hopes and fears, it's like, it could be a thing. Don't get me wrong, I think this could have been, like, there were a lot of options that this relationship could have taken. It could have been a romantic, it could have been platonic, it could have just been FWBs. Like, it could have been a multitude of different things. It was still, like, we were still sussing each other kind of out a little bit at this point in time of where are we in life, because the unseen obstacle here as well with the Page of Wands and Nicole have kids. It feels like kids might have been the obstacle here of someone maybe wanting kids, someone already having kids. How are we going to balance that? How do I want to manage that? It's kind of the energy here. Also, it does feel like there's a younger type of energy of wanting to go out and do things and experience life and not be tied down by another person. Because again, another negative influence. People were not hiding their true selves, but it's like they were taking time to reflect on what they truly wanted out of life and not rush into something. And then there's the accident, it seems like the Tower moment of a catastrophic change of chance. Whenever I see this, I feel like this is like, boom, things just kind of came in and happened. And that's kind of the positive influences, like, between this dynamic, is that things never were able to get off the ground. But also I see this as just like a lot of change, a lot of turmoil always going on in their relationship here in the past. Did they work together before, or did he work with her or for her on certain things with the Queen of Pentacles? It's like these two are pretty compatible. And they work really, really well together. And then here in the future, the Seven of Pentacles, it's just like, things just never seem to work out. It's like someone wasn't single at the same time. They were arguing, or one was always having this issue over here and another was having this issue over here. And that's kind of just what it felt like. It feels like they were really good on paper. They were really good friends, but it's like, and there might have been interest at one point in time from both of them, but they just could never get on the same page. And they just triggered each other quite a bit. When it came to certain people, places, things that they both interacted with or did. And so it just caused, like, they could just never get on the same page with each other at the exact same time when things were kind of, like, laying low for both of them. They could both breathe. Is kind of what I'm feeling like here. But again, they have a good dynamic. It's just with Nicole and Ron, they have a good dynamic, and it just feels like it could have been something, but they were never able to both breathe at the same time to, like, really sit down and figure out what was going on. Okay, so let's take a look now. I'm going to grab out this deck, and I want to take a look into what was the motive for this crime. What was the motive for taking out, what was the big motive? You know what, why am I grabbing this deck? I'm just going to grab out the true crime and conspiracy. What was the big motive for this crime? for people coming in and taking out Nicole and Ron. Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman. What was the motive? I think this is super important. What was the motive for this crime? Okay. I got some chatty Cathys. I'm like, well, what was the motive for the crime as well? It's like, she was mine. She was mine. I was her PIMP. I don't know. That's what I'm going to go with. What was the motive for this? Something in the neighborhood. Why is this imprisonment? What was in this house? There it is. There we go. Alrighty. So, what was the motive for this? So again, there's a few different things it feels like that are going on here. What was the motive? It's a complicated amalgamation of different things. So one, I want to know what was in that house that people wanted to take. First and foremost, not the words. So with the neighborhood and the imprisonment and on the inside, there is one, knowledge of this home. What's going on? Who's in there? What's the layout? But the other part of this is, was there like a safe, I want to say a safe, or like a hidden like place where stuff was hidden, like a safekeeping box, or like a hidden like safety deposit box or something in that place, because there's something that was taken. With the neighborhood, the imprisonment, and on the inside, and with the debt, someone was going after some sort of money, whether this was money, resources, paraphernalia, substances, something in that neighborhood. The motive was something in that neighborhood. One, I don't think the house itself is on good land, so there's something weird going on there. But also with the imprisonment on and on the inside, this is giving me like a safety deposit box. Something's there that needed to get taken out or extracted, and that was part of the reason that it needed to go. Hopes and fears is we can get some money out of this. Was this supposed to be like a staged robbery? Like there is something here that they were either signing that night, they were putting together that night, that needed to go. I needed to get my hands on this. I knew you were in the neighborhood. You've kept it locked away from me. I knew, like, from the inside here too, it's like this is like a hidden space, something underneath. Unseen obstacles here with the jealousy card. It's like I let my emotions get the better of me. Like, this almost feels like it was supposed to just be a heist, and then my emotions got the better of me because we were supposed to get something and then get on out. But in reality, my emotions got the better of me, and shenanigans went sideways real quick because passions, emotions, my anger with the fire card here took over. That's the negative influence here. It's like the fire, my passion, my anger took over. Because I got jealous. My jealousy got ignited like crazy. And it ended up being, I'm just going to take a bunch of people out. Because here in the past, we were together. You were supposed to be my caregiver. You were supposed to be the person who took care of me into my old age. And here in the future, I got the life insurance from you. Who ended up getting life insurance from Nicole Brown Simpson's passing? Was there life insurance? Because someone got money out of this. There's also like y'all, I have a question. Did Nicole Brown Simpson have a will? Did she have a will? And was that why Ron was there that night? Because she was changing over some stuff on a will? And we're changing over documents, we're changing over where money is going, we're changing over who's getting what from my estate or things of the such. And Because this is what I'm getting here is the motive is like, I got to go in, stop certain things from happening, keep delaying things, where things are, wills, documents, because it gets a transfer of wealth, a transfer of where things are. This is like, it's like a bunch of different things going on. That was the big motive for this, in my opinion, for her passing and Ron's passing. It turned into, we were supposed to stop like the signing of certain documents. We were supposed to stop the signing of where things were supposed to go or who was supposed to get what. We were supposed to do that. And then on top, and then like before, but then like before we could do like before we had plan A, and then plan A turned into plan B, because plan B was like, I got the over emotions and my whole thing got a hold of me, and it turned into this whole thing. So like that's what I'm kind of seeing here when it comes to the motive. The motive to me is a mixture of, we don't want certain things signed. We want to keep money in different places. Because here in the future, someone got life insurance, someone got money, someone got resources from her passing. And they didn't want, or like, who got the house? Where did the money go? Where did things go? And it just, it was like a couple different things layered on top of each other was what kind of happened to be like the motive for things. So at least that's what I'm seeing from this. I mean, I'm open to being wrong. Like, definitely there's a jealousy aspect to this. Don't get me wrong. There's definitely jealousy involved with this whole situation. It seems like that's kind of what overtook everything, and that's why they ended up actually passing. But why people were there that night, that was not the initial intention, at least from what I'm seeing. So let's take a look. Who did the crime? Who did this crime? Who is all a part of this? So there's a theory, and I want to take a look into the theory too. There is a theory I have, or a theory I've seen floating around, and that is, was there really only one person that night, or was there two? I want to take a look into that, but let's just see. Who did the crime? Who did the crime? Because was it just one, or was it two? Because again, I don't know. Who did the crime? Whomst did the crime? 7 of Wands reversed. Someone who had intimate knowledge of this home. I might have to do something different with this spread. I'm going to try something different with this spread. One, I want to take a look at this in a little bit of a different way. Who took out Nicole? Who took out Nicole? Why would they take her out? Why do they not? Who took out Nicole? Who did this crime against Nicole? Because hers was very brutal. Like, it was very, very, if I'm not mistaken, like, it was bad. It was very, like, they said it was like a crime of passion. Or someone who was close to her. They had some rage or something going on. So let's take a look. Who took out Nicole? Temperance card. Someone who was very, very unbalanced, felt weak, emotionally imbalanced. I felt extremely weak because of things. Why is that? Because from a material influence, I wasn't in control. I was lashing out. I was mad. I was angry. I was emotionally unstable. My gaslighting wasn't working. Again, this hopes and fears is the Hierophant. You separated from me. I want to separate you from me from you. What is with this Hierophant card showing up reversed in the hopes and fears all over the place here? Multiple different decks, because the unseen obstacle here is the Four of Cups. You got caught stealing. Whoever did this got caught. And the negative influence is because you brought bad attention to me about this. Positive influence, though, is the Page of Pentacles reversed. Bad investments. Someone help me get out of this. It's my lawyer card here in the past. We moved things around together. We had kids together. And here in the future, I wanted to end you. I wanted to put you in the hospital bed. I think whoever took her out, someone took her out, and they were very emotionally and unstable. This person, I think, did get away with it. We know who this person is. They got caught. Because at the center of this, with the gosh darn hammer. Was she hit with did someone go at her with I forget how she passed. I felt like it was with a sharp implement, not but yeah, because down here it's like, you guys know. It's like, you guys see right through this. Why is this? Because we see right through this. This person was weak. Maybe this person was wearing sunglasses. But you guys know. You guys know exactly who did this, who took her out. It's pretty obvious who took her out. Because from a financial influence, everyone knows. We got messages. We know this. There's text messages. There's who I feel, is there answering machine stuff, if I remember correctly? Like, who's on those answering machines? There's evidence. They know exactly who took her out. What is with the hopes and fears? We got to keep my secrets, withheld energy, guarded truths, secrets. Unseen obstacles. You got caught. You got caught because you've done this before. You got caught from the beginning to the end. Positive, negative influences. Removing of the old. This person, whoever did this, whoever took Nicole out, the negative influences, like, a lot of their stuff was cleaned up. Like, you weren't going to find a lot of evidence of them there. A lot of it was cleaned up. A lot of it was put all together. A lot of the information, a lot of the stuff that was like this person had was also, because again, positive influence, health issues, seek a doctor, seek physical health treatment, emergency room. Did OJ have, I feel like, didn't he have a cut on his hand? Like, y'all, the evidence is right in front of you. The evidence is right in front of you. Look at the medical treatment that these people got. Because here in the past, look in the mirror. Self-reflection, illusions versus reality. Look in the mirror. You know exactly who did this. Because here in the future, wanted to get rid of her. The labyrinth in the future. Does the never found the knife have a meaning? We can take a look. Because also here in the future. Big news, revealing viral moments. Like, again, y'all, look at the records. Look at everything who did it. This person, it's pretty much pointing, at least to me, like, there's evidence. There's people who know. Yeah, this is all, like, revealing viral moments. Everyone knows what happened. Like, y'all, it's right in front of your gosh darn face who did this. Who took them out? Kind of right in front of our faces. We all know there's been messages sent. It was big news everywhere. He's there. This person who did it was there. What was it like, I want to take a look. Does the never found a knife have a meaning? Yes, we can take a look at that. They never found the knife? Yeah, well, why is it that I'm seeing a hammer? Like, weird. I would assume if it was, like, was she actually taken out by a knife? Like a sharp implement? Because I'm not sure she really was. Okay, so that's who took her out. Who took Ron Goldman out, though? Was it the same person? Or was it someone different? Because we're going to take a look at Ron Goldman, too. Because why was he taken out? Or who took him out? Like, guys, the evidence is right in front of our faces. For who took out Nicole Brown Simpson. It's right in front of our faces. Like, all right, let's go on. Who took out Ron? So for Ron, he's a little bit of a different story. So, like, again, I keep seeing he wanted to be with Nicole. The Two of Swords reversed here. It's like he made bad decisions. Again, I keep seeing this of who took him out. Well, he kind of took himself out. He didn't listen to his inner knowing last night. His inner knowing. Why is this? Because the Lover is reversed. He didn't, because he wanted a relationship or wanted different things. With the Four of Swords as well, upright, and the material influence here, it's like this was probably going to happen. Because, again, he wanted to be with Nicole. It's like, it just felt like it's so connected. The unseen obstacle here as well. The Four of Wands, wrong place, wrong time. Couldn't control the narrative or the cold things. Because, again, the negative influence here. It's money. There's something or a resource, also with this being gravestone, it's like what he wanted, he didn't listen to his gut that night, and he should have, it's like, he's happy he was there for Nicole, but at the same time, it's like, I should have listened to my gut, is kind of what I'm getting here. Because what was going for him is the Two of Wands again. It's like he was not seeing reality. He was just looking what was in front of him. Here again in the past, the Eight of Wands, I was slowing down. I wasn't really listening to all the things. And then here in the future, it's like I needed to move. Who took him out? Look at the vehicle. Someone who was in a vehicle. You know, if you know, you know. I feel like he was just in the wrong place, the wrong time. Again, playfulness, good luck, bad luck. It was just he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and things are being revealed to him about bad relationships going on around him. Because the material influence here, it's like everything's interconnected. The tree of life with the dead, with our little coffin person in the coffin. It's like it was just wrong place, wrong time. Who took him out? Someone in part of this whole family thing. He got messed up into the family and the family dynamics, family weirdness, hopes and fears. Like he just got brought in. He was just an alien into this whole thing. Again, we have that same card showing up. It's just wild. I truly do believe he was just in the wrong place, wrong time, negative influence. He was just taken out because he was there. He wasn't the initial target. He was just taken out because he was there. Positive influence. The ending of his story. It's like he wanted Nicole. He was here in the past. Yeah. Sudden transformation. Tornado. And here in the future. It's like, yeah, he's got messages, synchronicities, things in the future. I truly do believe who took him out. Same person who took out Nicole. And why was he really taken out? It's because he was just in the wrong place, wrong time. Wrong place, wrong time. I think Ron being there is what kind of pushed things over the edge into a jealousy territory. And that's kind of where things kind of went wrong. I do not believe that night that, again, to me, this is feeling like the reason why they passed that night wasn't due to, like, originally, why were there people there? They wanted to take something. And because they didn't take, and then people saw something, they got jealous, overzealous, weren't thinking, emotions took over, and boom, things got out of control real quick. Again, I do not believe that the original intention of that night was to take anybody out off this earthly plane. It just turned into that because people's emotions got the better of them. Okay. So now we're going to get into the main suspect of Nicole and Ron's passing, or some people call it homicide. So I want to take a look into OJ Simpson's energy. We're going to take a look at generally what was his energy that night, and then we will dive more into all of that energy. Again, who took out Nicole and Ron? It's someone who is, it feels like someone close to Nicole. They got jealous. They were there for something else, saw this, got jealous. Ron was in the wrong place, wrong time. Did want something. Yeah. Yeah. So, let's just see. What was the general energy of OJ Simpson that night? And automatically, the first thing that I'm getting as I'm tapping into OJ Simpson's energy, the entirety of like my like right side, like the entirety of like the back side of my head and like all the way down into my shoulder, like through my neck and into my shoulder on my right side is just wanting to be like numb. It wants to go like, it's pretty, like it's not like overly substantial, but it's sore. It's kind of wanting to like not work. It's very much like, oh heck, what's going on with certain things. So let's see what this is going, like this is just his energy, and it's really weird because I feel almost loopy in a way with stuff going on with his energy. His energy is super weird. Like it's intense. What was the general energy of OJ Simpson's energy that night? Whoa. Oh my goodness. I want to like rock back and forth. I feel loopy as all heck. Like I'm sore all over the place. Like my brain is wanting to just like slow down. Also, my entire right side just wants to kind of like stop working, which is odd. But let's take a look. OJ Simpson's energy that night. The death card reversed. He was unwilling to let something go or something. There was a forced death and rebirth to be having that night for him. Why is this? Because of truths being told to him. Was he? And automatically all I'm hearing is, what phone call was he given? Because what I'm hearing, like what I'm seeing in my mind is like he got a phone call. It's like I see a phone call and it's like, hey, did you hear that this was going on? X, Y, blah, 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 with like blah, 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 blah. And he's like, oh, heck no. I gotta go find the truth of something out. Because from the positive, because from material influence, it's like, this is bad luck, bad opportunity, money issues, someone getting money, someone taking money. It's like not making money of some sort. Like, bad luck, bad opportunity when it came to money. I see a phone call. And then the phone call happens and like it's bad luck, bad opportunity, and just money. Just money, 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 money. Something's wrong with the money in some way. Because again, y'all, because for him, he was committed to this whole thing. Hopes and fears. Can I get back with someone? Can I marry someone? I want to commit to something. Like his energy that night is like, I want to commit to something. I want to commit. I want to get documentation. I want to go to the higher power. I want these things in writing. Unseen obstacle though for him. Someone was signing papers. What papers were getting signed that night by Nicole that Ron was helping her with? I swear. And he gets a call and it's like, no, you can't sign that. Something's weird here. Because the negative information was revealed to him that night. Big information. Secrets that were revealed. I see a phone call. Because what was going for him, his world was being, something new was going to start for him. I'm just going to say this. Who lied to him? who either lied to him or gave him information that knew was going to set him off. That's what I'm seeing. There's an outside influence here that gave him information that knew would set him off in some way. Because yet here in the past, we got to get you out of your comfort zone, buddy. And here in the future, because we know you're naive, young, dumb, and stupid. You are stupid and naive and foolish. What is going on here? Who gave OJ information about Nicole that night? That they knew would set him off. They knew it would set him off. And he fell hook, line, and sinker for their plan and their trap. Or I should say, he fell hook, line, and sinker for what they wanted him to do. I don't know if he realized this ever, that he was set up. Not set up, but like that night, I wonder if he ever figured out that he had been given information that night that was meant to set him off to do something that they wanted him to do. I wonder if he ever figured that out. I don't think he did. I feel like he's too much of like, nah, it was my idea. It was all me, buddy, or something. Again, we might be speculating and putting words in people's mouths, but like what I'm seeing here is just like, generally he was given information that night that someone knew was going to set him off because he was a fool, he was foolish, and how he was thinking and how he was used, I want to say. So let's take a look. Where was OJ Simpson at the time of Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown Simpson's passing? Where was he? Oh my goodness. This is odd, man. This is so odd. This guy was not all with it that night. I think I'm just reading in the chat here really quick that they said that he did have a test taken, a rug test taken, and it came up negative. Well, I don't know what they tested for, but he was on something, y'all. His brain was buzzing, his eyes were buzzing, his body was buzzing. Like, he was buzzing. He was buzzed out on something, whether or not he was actually... Because again, it's like something, he is not all here. Whether this is the energy of which he was taken out from, but I don't get this. Like this right here, he did not know what he was doing that night. I really, truly do not believe he would have known what he did that night. Like, he is on something. Like, his energy of that night, like, this is... This is weird, weird, weird energy, y'all. Where was OJ that night? Right at the center of everything. Why is it? Because he needed the bigger, the best, the brightest. Where was he at the time of of the passings? Right there. He was right there. You know exactly where he was. He was right in the center, being the big-ass star that he was. Why? Because he needed to be the winner. He was front, center, X, Y, Z. Because from material influence, materially, he was right in the middle of this bath. He was right in the middle of this whole bath of stuff. Because the hopes and fears, he wanted someone gone. He wanted someone 6 feet under. Someone in a little coffin, taking him out. In someone's... he wanted someone 6 feet under. Unseen obstacles. The Eight of Wands. He was not himself that night. He was scattered to the wind. He was not there. Negative influences as well with the judgment. He had a very impaired judgment that night. I will just say that. Again, I keep getting... He he had such impaired judgment that night. It's insanity. Like, again, he is blitzed out of his mind. My eyeballs are wanting to buzz out of my skull. Like, that's like how much I'm feeling. Also, I'm just sitting here. The temperature hasn't changed. Nothing's changing. I am trying, like, the backs of my legs are just like wanting to like break out in sweat. Like, I'm jittery all over. Like, my jaw, I want to move in like a lot of different ways. Like, guy was buzzed out of his, whatever he was on was buzzed and buzzed out of his brain, is what I'm feeling here. Like, where was he that night? Like, that's what's going on. Because what the positive influences for him is like he was oh god, I don't know when authorities were called, but I don't think he was long gone once the authorities were called. Like, he got away. Someone ran away. He got away. Here in the past, yeah, where was he in the past? It's like, yeah, what's going on with my kids? What's going on here? I was all happy, bright, having a good time. And here in the future, then we went on a little ride in the Bronco. Dear God, y'all. Yeah, where was he? I believe right in the middle of it, in my opinion. But he was like given information that made him go and do irrational things, is really what I'm seeing. It's like there were irrational things that were done because you were under the influence. He had such heavily impaired judgment that night. He's like, I'm going over there for one thing, and then it turned into another thing because he was so impaired, in my opinion. Oh. Okay. So, Allie in the chat with your question about Kaylin, Cato Kaylin, just bring that question back up when we get to the trial. Because next we're going to look into this Bronco chase. And why did he decide to go on the Bronco chase? Why did he decide to go on a giant ass Bronco case? Because again, I think he was right in there in the middle of it. Holy heck, he is buzzed. Like, my brain, like, if that's like my brain. Also, what I'm feeling too is he stumbled into something and like it hit. Like, did he have a bruise on like the right side of his arm, or was he right-handed? Because like there's like an overextension, a muscle soreness in the right like tricep, shoulder area of bicep area of my arm. Like, it's wild. Like, it's bad. Like, it hurts. Because, like, I overextended it, I pulled a muscle, I overused it, or I used it in a way I hadn't before. Like, it's sore. Like, it's sore. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this Bronco chase next. Like, what's going on with the Bronco chase? Oh, my gosh. Also, was he ever struck in the mouth? Or, like, the chin area? Because it feels like either he fell or someone fought him, and like then he ended up with like a banger or a dink to the chin that like goes up through my mouth, like on the left side. This is weird, y'all. Oh my gosh. I've felt some weird stuff, but like this is like coming in so many different places. Also, it feels like he hit himself by accident somewhere. I don't know how that happened. Like, he either stumbled or he fell and he hit himself on something. I don't know. Let's take a look at what's going on with the OJ Simpson Bronco chase. Why did he decide to go on the run in his Bronco on the... Yeah, let's just see why. Why did he do this? The Five of Wands. So, why was this? He was hoping to be taken out by police. He wanted to be taken out by the police, in my opinion here. He wanted to have like a shootout. He wanted to have an accident. He wanted to have something. Five of Wands at first is like, I want to heal internally from everything. Why is this? Because I just want to be gone. I think he really just wanted to be gone. I think he just wanted to maybe have a shootout with police and or things. Because from a material influence, it's like he felt like his life was over. I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. I wasn't gonna get out of this. Because his hopes and fears, like my home, my family, my foundation, my reputation is all gone. He just wanted to have a shootout, I think, with the police. Because the unseen obstacle here for him is he thought he was on this hook, line, sinker. He was done. But the negative influence for this all is the Eight of Pentacles, which is this didn't pay off in the way he wanted to, because he ended up getting a fantastic lawyer team who got him out of this. Because here in the past, because he had friends in high places, or he got, and then here in the future, he got something cooked up for himself where he was able to get away. I truly do believe, like, why did he do that? I think he wanted to get into an accident, or he wanted to get caught or get in some sort of like involvement with the police, and that's how he wanted to go out. He wanted to go out in a blaze of glory in front of a bunch of people and just have it be done there. And then because he felt like his life was over, he felt like he was done, he was cooked, he couldn't go anywhere, he was just done. He didn't have a home, he didn't have a family, he didn't have a foundation, he couldn't go nowhere, his career was in shambles. But then in the end, he ended up getting a fantastic lawyer team that got him out of this whole situation, in my opinion. That's why he went on the Bronco chase. So before we get into the trial, I'm looking into the chat here. We're going to take a look into Jason. Jason Simpson. Where was Jason Simpson the night of... Where was Jason Simpson the night of Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown Simpson's passing? Where was he? Let's just take a look. Where was he at? Oh my gosh. Where was Jason Simpson's energy? Where was he at? What was his location that night? What is going on? Wowzers. This is like a bird. Like, my brain wants to like buzz out of my skull, it feels like. Like, can you feel the brain? Can you feel your brain? Okay, where was Jason that night? Where was Jason that night? Weird. Did they ever do a physical exam on Jason, OJ's son, that night? Did they ever do a physical exam on him? Because as soon as I'm tapping into his energy, one, I'm not buzzed anymore. My brain is not like trying to come out of my skull. However, my left foot is in, like, I feel like I got broken toes on my left foot. I don't know if he stumbled. I don't know what happened, but it feels like I got toes that are broken on my left foot. Where was Jason that night? Well, with the Ten of Swords here, with all the knives in the front of someone, and the blood running out. Why is this? Because you needed to protect the family. Backstabbed, betrayal, taking things out, taking people out. Why? Because we need to maintain this family and our honor and our money. Because from a material influence here, with the Seven of Cups, it's like, you don't have an option here. You got to come with... Was he like, you can't drive, I'll drive you, because you can't... And then... Because the hopes and fears, it's like, oh, we just want to get this stuff in, get out, be done. Unseen obstacle. Queen of Pentacles upright. Where was Jason that night? He was the one... what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, this is the weird part. Jason goes up, like, what I'm seeing is like, he goes, you know, that little pathway that leads up to the door? He's like the one who goes up to the door. He goes up. They're going to go, he's like, either he's going to be this is weird. He goes to the front door. He knocks. He's supposed to be the distraction. Well, somebody else goes in. They know where the key is. They know where the box is. They know where these things are. And they're supposed to get in, get out, grab the stuff, and leave. Again, feels like you're supposed to get in, get out, and leave. He's the distraction. And distraction goes sideways. Very sideways. Very, very, very sideways. Someone loses their temper. They get caught. Things go haywire. Things go weird. Oh my goodness. And then it all turns into a cluster after that. Because the unseen obstacle is the Queen of Pentacles. Like, I feel like, where was he? He's like, I was supposed to be, he was there that night, in my opinion. Because the negative influence here is the Queen of Cups reversed, which is, he was supposed to be the distraction. He was supposed to keep people from looking certain people ways and or such. Either he was a distraction, or his dad was supposed to be the distraction, and someone was supposed to then go in, get what they needed, and get out. But then it all went haywire, which is why they have, like, the weird, like, if I'm not mistaken, someone came in through, like, the side door, or through, like, a side panel, or, like, a glass sliding door, if I'm not mistaken. At least that's what's coming to my mind's eye. It's like someone's supposed to go through that door to get the things, and someone was at the front door, and then it all turned into a cluster of different things. Because, again, what was going for him, his stuff is all underground. Like, what he was doing, he was supposed to see things in a new perspective, a new light, but also, where was he that night? It's like all of his involvement or things have been put way underground, things that were going on, because here in the past, lies, deceit, deception, not knowing the entire truth about situations, and then here in the future, he made out kind of like a little bit of a bandit. Like, where did he end up going after that? Like this to me is like, was Jason there that night? Yeah, he was. And then in the future, he went to a place, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what he got out of this, but he got something out of it, and it made him moolah. I don't know. That's where I'm going to go with it, and that's where I'm going to leave it. Like, this is what I'm seeing. Like, I don't think Jason, in my opinion, there's another reason. So I'm responding to Allie in the chat. So Jason was involved, but it sounds like not in the way people think, because some people think he was responsible and him alone for people taking people out. And without OJ gone, he probably will never say the truth. Yeah, like, what I'm seeing here is, to kind of put it into perspective in a more clear, concise way, is either OJ or Jason was at the front door. They were supposed to be a distraction. Get in, get out. Did they might have a weapon with them to be like, if things go sideways, we're going to threaten to get this stuff out? Sure. Maybe that was the backup plan. But someone was there as a distraction. Bring someone to the front door. Be like, this is what we want. Give it to us, X, Y, Z. Or talk them up, da-da-da. While the other person was supposed to go in, get whatever documents or things that were supposed to be signed, because there was something being signed that they're like, we can't have you get this. We're going to steal it, get in, get out, da-da-da. Get whatever this was, whether it's a document, something physical, something tangible. Distraction somehow either gets jealous, or like things go haywire in some way. Maybe there's jealousy, maybe there's rage, anger, passion overtakes, and someone just starts a swinging. Like it just overtakes them because of information they were stewing on something, X, Y, Z. That's what I'm feeling. Someone just started stewing, and it just turned into a giant ass mess, and two people on the floor, passed on, covered in blood, and that's what I'm seeing. It just went haywire. It wasn't supposed to be that way, but it was supposed to be kind of like a robbery, in my opinion. And it just went haywire. That's what I'm seeing. But again, I could be very, very wrong. I could be very, very wrong. So, okay. Next, we're going to take a look at the energy around the trial. So, one, we're going to take a look at just the general energy around the trial, because one, I feel like that's super, super important. Like, what was the energy around the OJ Simpson trial? Like, what was really going on at that time? What was that general energy like? Because we got to figure out, like, was there more to this or not? So let's just see. What was the general energy around that trial? Hi, Jenna. Welcome. So let's just see. What was the energy around the trial at that time? I'm just going to grab these out as well. What was the energy around the trial? Let's see, what was the energy around this trial? All right, energy around the trial. TikTok, waiting delays, all in due time. Why is this? This was something that we were so, okay. Just gonna grab these all out beforehand. Also, this is the new deck that I actually made myself, so I'm pretty happy with this. Okay. So looking at this so far, so we're actually going to start in the past is where we're going to start. And this was a card at the side. So when I'm looking at this trial, what was the energy just kind of around this trial at this point in time? How long did this trial actually take to come to fruition versus when the crime happened versus when he was put on trial? Because it seems like at the time when he was versus when it happened versus when versus when the trial started, it's like this took a little bit of time to kind of get off the ground. Either it was waiting, there was a lot of waiting because of legal precedents or things going on or evidence discovery, but it does seem as though that there was a lot of waiting times, delays between when it happened versus when it didn't happen. Because around this trial, it's like we had to wait, we kept pushing it off. Well, why is this? Because we were trying to wait for more information to kind of come about, but also with the Six of Wands reversed, it's also because our ego, our pride, was there something corruption of some sort going on at the LAPD at this point in time where they were trying to figure out a way to finagle this crime or this thing where they wouldn't have to take it to prosecution or take it to trial? Because what I'm seeing here is we're trying to wait because we want to get all of our information, but it's also because we don't really want to do this, to be 100% honest. Because over here, because from a material influence, it's like it feels like everyone's minds were made up. Also, with the amount of money and the amount of information that was being injected into this case, it's like everyone kind of had their own opinion here of what was going on, their own perception, what was kind of going on with it. And everyone's like, well, this is what it's got to be. And it's like, but the evidence wasn't kind of maybe lining up in the way that they wanted to. It feels like this was almost maybe rushed into trial. Like they tried waiting, but it got rushed into trial. Because the hopes and fears here is that they're trying to get some more news about DNA evidence. I don't know what this is all about, but like I feel like DNA was like in its infancy during this time, if it was, and they were trying to get more information or wait things out, try to get clear and cleanse and get clear communications or announcements about what was going on. So whatever it was, it feels like they didn't have all the evidence that they wanted because they were being put on a clock. They were being pushed to do things, and they were just waiting for more news. I think about DNA evidence. Because the negative, or because the unseen obstacle down here, though, is that this was a mob of people who wanted this done. They wanted the defense. They wanted people to go. They wanted him put on the pyre and sit on fire. Because they wanted to get justice here with the rose. It's like love, deepening of a relationship. A lot of people were deeply connected with this case, and they wanted to see justice. The negative influence here as well, with the anchor as well as the Three of Swords. Again, was there autopsy reports that weren't in, or was there questions about certain things? Also, where weaponry was maybe like found or not found. Like, they were trying to look deeper, get more information with this. Again, this feels like a very rushed trial. Not all the facts, not everything was there, but it was pushed to go quickly because they needed to get this done. What was going for this trial at this point in time? There was a lot of deceit. There was a lot of gaslighting. And people said, just take the chance and do it. Illusion versus reality. They're like, people just take the chance. Take the chance. They took a chance on prosecuting him, even though they did not have all the evidence of which they wanted to. Because here in the past, again, this is a very magnetic time. Someone tried to bring this to the forefront, get this going up. And then here in the future, like, he got away. 4 of Wands. You got away. You got away with doing things. You got on the boat, you transitioned from one point to another, but also you got caged, locked up, hidden within imprisonment. I do feel like he got away with not going there because this trial was rushed. They had a lot of delays in getting other evidence. They had a lot of delays. They wanted more concrete, clear communication and news from, I feel like, their sources, but because of pressures from above to get this prosecuted and done with, it was rushed. That's what I'm feeling with the energy around this trial. That's why he kind of maybe got the not guilty verdict. I do not know. How do they manage to create reasonable doubt? I don't know. I mean, we can take a look. But like, what I'm seeing here is that a lot of it was just rushed. They didn't have the people who could explain it well. I think they wanted to, again, this feels like a very rushed trial for what people wanted it to be. I mean, this feels to me like they wanted to get this done and over with because of people saying this needs to be done and over with. We need to stop this. Again, it's like they were waiting for more proof or other things to prove things or prove certain information. That's what I'm really seeing here. When it came to it, it's like that's what I'm seeing. So let's take a look now at the last thing I want to take a look at is, so when we're looking at what was the jury's thoughts on why did they find a not guilty verdict. So let's just take a look here. I want to take a look at why did the jury find him not guilty? Like, what was the big things that made him essentially a not guilty verdict for OJ Simpson? What did the jury think about? Why did the OJ Simpson trial jury find him not guilty? What was the big reason behind that? That's my really, really big question here with him. So let's see. Why did the jury find OJ Simpson not guilty? God, I hate people. Yeah, so at the center of this, well, why did they find him not guilty? I'm sorry, we're not taking 3 of y'all. We're only doing 1 at a time here. Why did they find him not guilty? One is part of the hero complex. So with the Queen of Pentacles versus and the airplane. So Queen of Pentacles reversed already. It's like, we don't like women. Something against women. They thought that, oh, XYZ. Why is this? Because of the airplane. It's also because it's like there's someone who's grounded and versus someone who's going places. There's a celebrity aspect to this. Why? Why is this? Because of the Justice card as well. Again, if to some people, this is just misogyny at place, in my opinion. Part of it's like, well, you married this person, you just wanted his money, and then this is what you get. Like, this is what you wanted for. Why is this? Because, well, justice came for you with the anchor as well. It's like grounding, look deeper, hope, resilience. Sorry for the loud trucks outside. I didn't know that we had loud trucks going outside here today. Hold on one quick second. Ah! Sorry about that. So let's just see here. Again, why did the jury find him not guilty? Again, it feels like we really don't care. This is like a rich person's game. Like, this person's rich, this person's rich. It's like, this is, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And again, these are not my personal opinions. I'm just trying to be like, this is the energy or vibe I'm getting from the jury. It's like, the anchor, it's like, we needed y'all to look deeper. Like, justice system, prosecutors, it felt like it was all surface level stuff to them. It's like, this is all surface level. You guys need to go deeper. They wanted to hold the prosecution to a higher standard. Also, from like the evidentiary standpoint, it felt like it was a witch hunt. It felt like we're just trying to take someone out. We're just trying to paint this person at the top of the put this person at the top of the pile and light it on fire with the newspaper here as well. It's like, we don't want to be there is a sense of, because of his big name, because of all this things going on here, it's like, this is big, this is revealing. The evidence here, sure, it revealed some things, but it's like, it felt like it was a witch hunt for a lot of people. Like, they felt like this was just a witch hunt. Like, you didn't look at other people, you just looked at one person. Because the hopes and fears here, it's like, this is just an unhealthy attachment. Like, you guys didn't prove that he did it, you just proved that her and him didn't have a good relationship. That's what they kind of are feeling like here. Unseen obstacle too. It's like, again, they just felt like this. They didn't have like the smoking gun. They didn't have any of that. They just proved it was a bad relationship, not that he took her out. Because again, the negative influence. This jury held the prosecution to an extremely high standard. They held them to an extremely high standard. Because what was going for them as well, it was the passage of time. They lost a lot of information over, well, I'm just looking into the chat. The jury deliberated for only 4 hours after a 9-month trial. I think the trial went on much too long. It went on much too long, and the burden of proof was not, it's just they proved that it was a bad relationship, nothing else. Because yet here in the past, with the Six of Swords, it's like, y'all proved that, like, this was like, you proved life, you proved death, you proved all of this, and like, but you had to shed the skin. It was like the snaky snakes. That's what they determined, that this is like the movements of people were shady, but here in the future with the Nine of Pentacles, but you didn't prove, like, why do they, it's like, it shines some light, but not enough. Again, what they proved was it was a bad relationship, and that's what it kind of just feels like to me. They also just wanted this to be done with. The trial took too gosh darn long. It just took too long. And they held the prosecution to a standard that I think is dang near impossible to hold them to. Considering everything was too rushed. Everything was too rushed. They didn't have the evidentiary composition that they wanted and the such. Like, that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm seeing and the such. Like, this right here, to me, in my opinion, it's just like they are, like, the jury just found it because it's just like it was a bad connection. That's all this was. You didn't prove that he took her out. You had just proved that they had a bad connection. You didn't put the smoke. They essentially didn't say, we have a photo of him doing it. Because that, I feel like, was the only way they were going to. Because they held this prosecution to such a high standard. Such a high standard that I don't think no prosecution, unless they got video evidence of him doing it, would have done it, or a confession. I really, really think that, because they were just being held to such a high standard. Also, because of all the fame and the fortune and everything else going on around, it's just like a lot of people's minds were made up because of the discourse going on at the time as well. So I do want to take one more look at, someone asked for Rob Kardashian. So we're just going to take it Rob Kardashian really quick, and then I think I'm going to end it because I do want to go live again later. So if y'all are interested in for a second live on one day, we're going to be going over a very different topic. But I need some little rest in between then and now. So we're just going to do this really quick. What was Rob Kardashian? Just because, y'all, we haven't talked about the Kardashians in a few months on my channel. And I'm like, what? So let's just take a look. What was Rob Kardashian's involvement with this OJ Simpson trial? Was it actually pretty big to him? Oh, what? Why are you showing up as the Page of Swords here, my dude? What sort of shady shenanigans were you up to at this point in time? Why is this? Because you were helping make deals in the bluffs above Hollywood and the Bay. What? Hi. Oh, what? When, where, why, huh? Robert Kardashian, what are you up to here? But, y'all, what was Robert Kardashian's role, with this whole thing? Why were you saying one thing and doing another, Rob? What? And there's no shame. Hi. Okay, so in my opinion here, I don't know jack shit. Just reminder to everyone who's, with the coffee mug here, wake up call with the Page of Swords reverse, saying one thing, doing another. Lies, deceit, deception, not telling the entire truth about this whole thing. Why does it feel like he was the one that contacted OJ and said, hey, yeah, this thing is going down. You might want to look at this. Why is this? Because of, this was an emergency, paging Dr. Emergency. Because this looks like young Rob Kardashian, does it not? Right? Y'all, I can't make this shit up. Okay, brain. So you see this is Page of Swords. It's an African-American person going in through the side window, through the side glass. He's like, yeah, you guys, we might want to try and do something. We got to add some energy to this. Wake up call with our coffee mug. It's like, yeah, hey, this thing's going on. We might want to start something here. Why is this? Well, here's Rob himself. Because, like, we have an emergency. How was he involved in this whole thing? It's like, yeah, we have an emergency here. You might need to start working on something. You might need to do something. We got to work on something, set something into motion, because it comes from material influence. Oh no, 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 Mango. This is all on Rob Kardashian Sr. and his involvement with the OJ Simpson shenaniganery going on. Because for material influence, holy shenan. You know how earlier I was saying, like, you know how earlier I was saying, like, someone kind of, like, lit the fuse or gave information to OJ to get him to act in certain ways? Was Rob Kardashian the one who called him, say, hey, we have an emergency. You need to go fix this or get this? Because, and then, like, on like top of that, there's a ritualistic part. There's a ritualistic part of it. It's like, okay, we have our mole who's gonna go do what we want. We know things are gonna be weird and energetically weird that night, and now we can start up doing whatever mumbo jumbo sort of ritualistic shenanigans from our triangle people. Because it's like we need to start doing some ritualistic stuff with our triangle people and grab some stuff. So we're gonna start harnessing something because our hopes and fears here, it's like I'm going to be in the control of what is all going on because you know what? We have hidden blessings, unexpected good news. We have a gift for all of us going on. What the heck? Because the unseen obstacle, he was the controller of OJ. He was the controller of this. He was the authority. He was the dominance. He was gaming with this whole shit because he was trying to get money, wealth, fame, attention in some way. And the negative influence of this whole thing is the river, life journeys, renewals, cycles, passage of time over the Six of Swords reversed. He's the one that sold OJ up the creek without a paddle for his own gain. Because what was going for him? This is... I don't know what the plans were. I don't know what they did for energy, alleged harvesting, shenits. But this was, like I was saying before, OJ was set up. This was a setup to take out Nicole. Nicole was a mark for whatever reason. OJ was the vessel of which it was done, but there was a separate part to this of we harvest the energy from it. We bonded, we connected things, we chained people down. Because the unseen obstacle to the whole, because in the past here, it's like, yeah, we just wanted to have fun. Let's just squirrel stuff away. Like, let's put him down. We'll just make this be some fun, lighthearted thing. And then here in the future, again, that strength card, all the sacrifice card, because we need to step. Y'all, there's something really weird here in that it feels like OJ was set up. Rob Kardashian was somehow involved with it to upgrade or elevate the Kardashian family or their family or some ritualistic things or some triangle people shenanigans up into the next level of whatever sort of level, organization, cult type of things they got going on. Okay, that's my opinion. That's what's going on. And what the heck is blah? And he's one who sold OJ up the creek without a paddle. In my opinion here, I don't make the rules. I just read cards. That's what I got. I don't know if I need to read into anything more other than that. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm feeling. And I really don't want to go too much deeper because, like I said before, there was something weird going on. And, well, we figured out maybe why. Again, why was this done? He was the one who put the battery in OJ's back, and it was done to elevate the family to the next level of whatever this was. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm saying. That's what it is, in my opinion. That's what I'm seeing. Man's already passed on, but that's what I'm feeling and seeing. So that's what, yeah, we're going to leave it at that. I hope everyone's tinfoil hat has made it through today's session. If you need another one, well, there is more tinfoil at the back of the bus. This cuckoo train of Crazy Town. Well, yeah, we still keep them moving down the ye old line. So that's what I'm seeing. If y'all need, there's more tinfoil at the back. Maybe we need to triple layer it next time. Yeah. What the heck is going on? So I hope y'all liked. Yeah, I hope y'all liked. I hope y'all enjoyed. Uh, this is a new little deck that I actually made up for myself. I love this new one. It's called the Sunrise Symbols. So, um, oh goodness. Oh gosh. So yeah, I don't know, y'all. This is a wild day. I was not expecting us to go down to Crazy Town, but again, when are we not going to go down to Crazy Town to do things? Again, it feels like maybe there was energy harvest going on with Nicole Simpson and Ron Goldman, and that was a whole separate thing to the other things. There's a lot of layers to this case, especially when it revolves around these two. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm feeling. I hope y'all enjoyed. Feel free, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your own thoughts, opinions down below. If y'all want to leave, like, I don't know, a justice emoji, whatever you think justice is, I would really, really appreciate the engagement. More people then will be able to find this video. Otherwise, I really just want to say a great big thank you to everyone who's watching live or on the replay crew. Gang, welcome, thank you. Otherwise, again, if you want to book a personal reading with me or if you want to join YouTube members, all of those links are located down below in the description box. Otherwise, I really just want to say a great big thank you to everyone who's been here, who's joined, chatted, laughed, gave more information. I did this one live, so maybe join up next time if you want. Otherwise, thank you again so very much for watching, and I hope to see you all in more videos and lives in the future. So thank you much, and bye-bye.